Glorilla, one of hip-hop's rising stars, is currently facing the toughest challenge of her life, being locked away in prison. But while she is physically confined, the world outside doesn't stop spinning. Rumors, doubts, and drama have a way of catching up to even the strongest, and for Glorilla, the whispers surrounding her boyfriend, Yo Gotti, are reportedly pushing her to the edge. Today, we're uncovering the shocking story of Glorilla's deep stress, her growing suspicions, and the tangled web of emotions involving Yo Gotti and his ex-girlfriend, Simmons. Is there more to this than just gossip, or is it a case of fame, jealousy, and social media running wild? Let's break it all down. Imagine being Glorilla right now. You've worked tirelessly to make a name for yourself, building a fan base, dropping hits, and carving out your place in the hip-hop industry. And suddenly, everything comes to a halt. You're behind bars, isolated from the world, unable to control the stories swirling around you. Friends close to her say that what is hurting Glorilla the most isn't the prison walls themselves. It's the anxiety about what is happening outside. And at the center of her worry is her boyfriend, the veteran rapper Yo Gotti. Gotti, a man known for his influence in the music world, has always maintained a presence in Glorilla's life. But now, with her limited access to the outside world, every interaction he has with others is under a microscope. Among the names that have caused the most tension: Simmons, Yo Gotti's ex-girlfriend. The mere thought of their history has reportedly triggered waves of stress, worry, and sleepless nights for Glorilla. Simmons isn't just anyone. She's a reality TV star, business mogul, and social media influencer with millions of followers. Her name alone carries weight in celebrity circles, and when combined with Yo Gotti's history, it creates the perfect storm for gossip and speculation. Even the most casual encounters between Gotti and Angela are being scrutinized, dissected, and discussed endlessly online. And for someone in Glorilla's position who cannot directly see or intervene, this scrutiny can feel like a personal attack. Sources close to Glorilla report that she's constantly thinking, what if he's not as loyal as he says? What if all the reassurance is just words? And in the absence of concrete answers, stress and suspicion begin to creep in like an unavoidable shadow. Now, let's try to put ourselves in Glorilla's shoes for a moment. Being in prison is a challenge on its own, but being in prison while worrying about your romantic relationship adds an entirely new layer of mental strain. According to sources familiar with the situation, Glorilla has been obsessively analyzing every social media post, every photo, every headline connected to Yo Gotti and Simmons. What might seem minor to an outsider, a picture at a studio, a friendly hug, a comment on Instagram, becomes amplified into a potential betrayal. The stress reportedly manifests physically: sleepless nights, constant worry, and even anxiety attacks. Friends have allegedly described Glorilla as becoming increasingly withdrawn, haunted by the fear that her trust might be misplaced. It's a stark reminder that fame, while glamorous on the outside, often magnifies insecurities and makes personal challenges harder to navigate. Sources say that Glorilla has repeatedly asked questions about Simmons, wanting reassurances, clarity, and explanations that she simply cannot get from behind bars. She reportedly replays conversations with Yo Gotti in her head, wondering if there were hidden meanings, subtle hints, or omissions. This level of suspicion is not just emotional, it's mental exhaustion. Every interaction she perceives as ambiguous is dissected, and every rumor she hears, regardless of its validity, adds fuel to her stress. In this environment, paranoia and worry are not just possibilities, they're almost inevitable. And for Glorilla, this has become a daily battle of the mind. Let's now consider Yo Gotti's perspective in all of this. A veteran of the hip-hop world, Gotti has spent decades balancing fame, relationships, and public scrutiny. He's been known for loyalty, business acumen, and managing the chaos that comes with being a public figure. But here's the challenge. When your every interaction is examined under a microscope, even the most innocent gestures can be misinterpreted. Sources close to Gotti insist that his attention is firmly on Glorilla, trying to manage her affairs, protect her reputation, and support her while she's incarcerated. Yet, social media has a way of twisting narratives. Every friendly comment, every Instagram story, every public appearance with Simmons has been scrutinized, shared, and replayed, giving rise to speculation and doubt. And while Yo Gotti may be fully committed, the optics alone have created a challenge. The public sees what they want to see, and Glorilla, unable to access the full context, is left to wonder, is it truly innocent? Or is there more going on? This constant questioning reportedly adds to her stress, creating a vicious cycle where every rumor strengthens the insecurities she's already feeling. It's a delicate situation, and even for someone as seasoned as Gotti, navigating public perception while supporting a partner behind bars is no easy task. Angela Simmons' presence in this story adds yet another layer of complexity. She is independent, successful, and no stranger to drama in the entertainment industry. Yet, her history with Yo Gotti means that her name alone sparks curiosity and speculation. Fans and gossip outlets alike have pounced on any perceived closeness between her and Gotti, spinning stories, creating memes, and igniting debates across social media. The reality: Angela is reportedly maintaining professionalism, keeping interactions with Gotti public and appropriate. But in the court of public opinion, optics often outweigh facts. For Glorilla, this dynamic is more than just social media chatter. It's a real source of emotional strain. The mere thought of Angela's involvement reportedly triggers feelings of insecurity and anxiety in Glorilla. She has reportedly asked friends to monitor interactions, check for patterns, and even filter the information reaching her. It's a harsh illustration of how fame complicates trust and how public relationships can become private nightmares. In Glorilla's mind, every potential interaction between Gotti and Angela is magnified into a scenario of betrayal, even when no betrayal has occurred. The emotional toll on Glorilla cannot be overstated. Sources say she has been crying in private, pacing in her cell, and struggling to sleep, haunted by thoughts of what might be happening beyond her reach. It's not just a story of jealousy, it's a story of fear, isolation, and vulnerability. Being in prison limits her control over her life, and with Yo Gotti's perceived interactions with Angela Simmons looming over her, every day reportedly feels like a mental battlefield. Friends describe her as hypervigilant, questioning motives, analyzing behaviors, and fearing that even loyal gestures might be misleading. The combination of fame, imprisonment, and suspicion has created a perfect storm for emotional exhaustion. Her supporters, meanwhile, are divided. Some urge her to trust Gotti, believing in his loyalty and commitment. Others speculate that Angela Simmons is a threat, adding to Glorilla's anxiety. In this environment, every rumor, every social media post, and every piece of gossip feels like a personal attack. For Glorilla, this isn't entertainment, it's a daily test of mental endurance. So, what could happen next in this tense triangle? If Glorilla's suspicions grow, it could strain her relationship with Yo Gotti, possibly causing emotional distance, arguments, or a breakdown in communication. Being in prison complicates everything. Calls are limited, visits are scheduled, and even simple clarifications are difficult. Sources speculate that Glorilla might request proof of loyalty, more frequent contact, or public reassurance. But in a controlled environment like prison, these solutions are not easy. Meanwhile, social media will continue to speculate, fans will continue to debate, and every minor interaction could be blown out of proportion. It's a delicate situation with no easy answers, and the stakes, both emotional and reputational, are extremely high. Ultimately, this isn't just a story about jealousy. It's a story about trust, fame, and the immense pressures that come with being in the public eye. Glorilla's emotional well-being, Yo Gotti's reputation, and Angela Simmons' public image are all intertwined, and one misstep or one misinterpreted gesture could ignite a firestorm that affects everyone involved. So, what's the truth here? Is Yo Gotti loyal? Is Angela Simmons a threat? Or is this simply the result of fame, social media, and the psychological strain of being locked away while worrying about your relationship? One thing is clear: Glorilla is stressed, suspicious, and facing a battle both inside and outside the prison walls.